I am not a failure. I say it again, and I will say it 1,000 times. If I have to, I am not a failure. Life has a way of testing us, of pushing us to our limits, of showing us moments where we feel like everything is falling apart. But feeling like I've failed doesn't make me a failure. It only means I am human. Every person who has achieved greatness has stumbled. Every person who has reached the top has faced moments when they thought the world was against them. And every single one of them had a choice: to give up or to rise again. I choose to rise. I choose to keep moving forward. I refuse to let temporary setbacks define my identity. Failure is not a label, it's a lesson. And lessons are not punishments, they are opportunities. Every mistake I've made, every door that closed, every plan that didn't work out is shaping me into someone stronger, wiser, and better prepared for the life I am meant to live. I refuse to be chained by the judgments of others or by the whispers of doubt that sometimes echo in my own mind. I am capable. I am resilient. I am learning. And learning is never failing. It is growing. I look back at the moments when I thought I had lost everything, when I felt the weight of disappointment crushing me, and I realized something powerful. I survived. I survived because I did not let my mistakes define me. I survived because I remembered that life is not about perfection. It is about persistence. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every struggle is preparing me for a victory I cannot even imagine yet. People may try to tell me I've failed, but their words are only opinions, not facts. I know the truth in my heart. I know the countless hours I have worked, the countless dreams I have nurtured, and the countless times I have refused to quit. Those moments matter. Those moments are proof that I am not a failure. They are proof that I am a fighter. And fighters do not quit. Fighters do not let fear, shame, or doubt dictate their lives. Fighters rise again and again until they reach the life they were meant to live. Sometimes, failure feels heavy. It feels like a storm cloud over my head, blocking the sunlight and making every step feel impossible. But I remind myself that storms always pass. The rain nourishes the soil, clears the air, and helps seeds grow. And that is exactly what setbacks do. They prepare me to grow stronger, taller, and better than I ever thought possible. I am not a failure. I am in the process of becoming. I am evolving. I am transforming. And transformation is never failure. It is life. I refuse to compare my journey to anyone else's. Social media, success stories, and other people's achievements may tempt me to feel like I am behind, like I am failing. But I know that everyone walks their own path. No one else's timeline can define my progress. The fact that I am still here, still trying, still dreaming, is proof of my strength. I celebrate every small victory, every tiny step forward, because those steps matter. They accumulate, they compound, and one day they will become a life I can be proud of. I am not a failure because I still have hope. Hope is not weakness, it is power. Hope is the spark that refuses to die, the light that guides me through the darkest moments, the voice that whispers, "You are capable of more than you realize." And as long as I have hope, I have everything I need to keep going. I have everything I need to turn every mistake into a lesson, every disappointment into motivation, and every no into a step closer to a Wes. I am not defined by my past. My past is a teacher, not a jailer. I release the shame, the guilt, and the self-doubt that tries to tell me I am not enough. I am enough. I have always been enough. My worth is not measured by what I achieve or fail at. It is measured by my courage to keep moving forward despite fear, uncertainty, and setbacks. Every day I wake up, I am proving to myself that I am stronger than yesterday, that I am learning, and that I am capable of creating a future worth living. I am not a failure because I try. Trying is not failure, it is bravery. To face challenges, to take risks, to step outside my comfort zone, and to give my dreams a chance is courage. And courage is never failure. Every time I stand up after falling, every time I take a deep breath and try again, I am becoming unstoppable. I am building resilience, confidence, and a mindset that cannot be shaken by temporary losses. I am not a failure because I dream. Dreams are not guarantees. They are visions of what could be. And just because a dream takes longer than expected or comes with obstacles does not mean I have failed. It means I am human. It means I am learning. It means I am preparing for something bigger than I can see right now. Every great achievement in history was once a dream, and every person who accomplished it faced moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. What separated them from giving up was their refusal to believe they were failures. I am not a failure because I keep trying, even when it's hard. Life is hard. Success is hard. Growth is hard. But the hardest roads often lead to the most beautiful destinations. And the fact that I am walking this road, step by step, despite the pain, despite the fear, despite the setbacks, is proof that I am a warrior, not a failure. I may stumble, I may fall, but I will rise. I will rise stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. I am not a failure because I learn from others. Seeking guidance, asking for help, and learning from those who have walked before me is not weakness. It is intelligence. No one succeeds alone, and no one achieves greatness without learning from mistakes. I honor the process of growth, knowing that every lesson, every challenge, and every failure is equipping me with the tools I need to succeed. I am not a failure because I believe in myself. Self-belief is the foundation of everything, even when the world doubts me, even when circumstances try to break me. My belief in my own potential keeps me going. I trust that every setback is temporary, every obstacle is surmountable, and every dream is worth pursuing. I am my own anchor, my own motivator, and my own guide. And with belief in myself, failure has no power over me. I am not a failure because I embrace growth. Growth is messy. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is painful. But it is necessary. And every time I push through discomfort, every time I face fear, every time I take one more step, when I want to give up, I am growing. I am evolving. I am becoming the person I was always meant to be. And growth is never failure. It is life unfolding. I am not a failure because I forgive myself. I forgive myself for mistakes, for missed opportunities, for times I gave up too soon. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is strength. When I forgive myself, I free myself from the weight of the past. I release the chains that hold me back. I create space for new possibilities, new achievements, and new victories. Forgiveness is a declaration that I am moving forward, not looking back, and refusing to let past mistakes define me. I am not a failure because I persevere. Perseverance is more powerful than talent, luck, or circumstance. The person who refuses to quit, who keeps moving forward, no matter how hard life gets, is the person who succeeds. And I am that person. Every time I face a challenge, every time I confront fear, every time I take action despite doubt, I am proving that failure is not in my heart, mind, or spirit. Failure is only temporary if I allow it to define me, and I refuse to allow that. I am not a failure because I inspire others. By standing up after falling, by speaking my truth, by sharing my journey, I give hope to those who feel like giving up. My courage becomes their courage. My determination becomes their motivation. My story becomes a reminder that failure is not final, that setbacks are not permanent, and that anyone who refuses to quit can rise. Every life I touch, every person I encourage, is a testament to the fact that I am not a failure. I am not a failure because I take responsibility, owning my mistakes, learning from them, and taking action to improve is not shameful. It is powerful. Responsibility is freedom. Responsibility is growth. Responsibility is proof that I am in control of my life, that I am not defined by what went wrong, but by how I respond. And my response is always to rise, to grow, and to keep moving forward. I am not a failure because I never stopped believing. Belief is the fuel that drives every success, every dream, and every achievement. Even when life is hard, even when hope feels distant, I hold on to my belief that I am capable, that I am worthy, and that I am destined for greatness. Belief is not naive, it is powerful. And as long as I believe, failure has no hold over me. I am not a failure. I am a warrior. I am a dreamer. I am a fighter. I am a learner. I am growing. I am evolving. I am becoming. And no matter what the world throws at me, no matter how many times I stumble, no matter how many obstacles appear, I will continue. I will rise. I will shine. I will succeed because I am not a failure and I never will be.